What's going on, everyone? This is just a little video I wanted to make to help anybody that's wanting to do like a patina effect on like a scale basher. So most of the time people are doing scale bodies for crawlers or for sort of Tamiya scale models, which look amazing. I've watched loads of tutorials, YouTube videos, different ways of getting the effects, but they all paint the outside of the body, which I didn't want to do with the basher. I wanted to make sure it was all on the inside of the Lexan body. So I thought I'd make a quick video and just show you how I did it. It's pretty straightforward, but like I said, on YouTube I didn't find any way. I messaged a couple of people, well-known enthusiasts on Facebook. Got some tips on how they might do it. You know, one was like spraying the inside silver and then painting the outside again, so that when it scratches and things, you know, as you bash it, the silver shows through and it kind of looks like the bare metal, which was kind of one way. And the other way is, like I said, just start painting the outside with a base coat or silver first, then a base coat, then a colour, and then just get to work sanding and sort of breaking the paintwork down. But again, it's on the outside and I don't like the effect that it has, even though I guess it doesn't really matter with a patina because you're going to scratch it off anyway. But I just don't like the way the paint looks. It just looks like paint on the outside, and I wanted to keep, you know, the Lexan finish to make sure it's all smooth. So I'm really happy how this one turned out. This is the KKPIT KBT 1/8 scale Baja Buggy or Baja Beetle. I've had a couple of Proline Beetles in the past, classic style, but I saw this kit for the first time just a few weeks ago. I think it was Discipline RC built the kit. Looked amazing. And I actually wanted to order the kit, but strangely enough, in Germany it was cheaper to buy the roller than it was the kit for some reason. I don't know why. So I ordered the cheapest version, expecting it to be the kit. I was kind of looking forward to building it through autumn, and then it turned up as a roller. So, you know, no big deal. Saved me some time, but you still have to glue the tires, and obviously it comes without any electronics. And the body see-through, obviously, which I wanted to do. But I'll put some pictures up of the process that I went through. So I started basically with the, you know, masking off the windows as you normally do. I cut out the film from all of the windows on the outside to make sure that they stay kind of high gloss, because I knew at the end I would have to use a matte spray and some sanding to kind of get the patina effect. And get rid of the gloss on the outside of the body. So I think I started with the original colour. I wanted it to have like a green blue for the original colour, and so I started with that first of all, and then I sanded that down a little bit, and then I used coarser grey, and obviously I had to use PS polycarbonate sprays. And again, you're kind of limited. They don't have like lots of browns and things that you might want for rust, but I improvised, so I just used the green. I think I've got it here, PS54. Then the coarser grey was the second, which is kind of like the undercoat layer. Sanded that down a little bit. Then I used the salt method to kind of get a bit of texture before I laid down some PS62 orange, just to give a little bit more depth. And again, I'll show some photos so you can see a bit more clear that you won't see on the video, but that added a few nice highlights. And then I backed everything kind of once I was happy with those three colours. Then I backed everything with PS14 copper, which is the closest I could get really to, and it came out really nice. It's a little bit metallic, but I think it's really nice. Oh yeah, and I did the little 43 Hoonigan decal on the roof there, big Ken Block fan, so I wanted to include some decals, and then obviously I had to scratch that back a little bit to make that, you know, look a little bit worn as well. And then on the outside, I saw a video that used this AK rust effect. Simply acrylic paint basically with iron in it, and then you get an activator. And I just went to town sort of adding it. I don't know if you'll see it on the video, but on the side mirrors there, you can kind of see it's got a really nice rust effect on it, and the handles, and just in places where you kind of expect to get some rust on an old body. I think I used too much, but I knew I could always sand it back a little bit, and it looks great now. It's had a couple of days. It kind of needs a couple of days to fully react, and then I had a couple of leftover headlight guards as well, so I added it to the front there, which I think just sets it off really well. So the light kit comes with this. Oh yeah, and to the motor vent at the back as well. The activator kind of sat in here really well, so it really gets a nice kind of rust effect in there. So really pleased with how that came out. Oh yeah, and then just at the end when I was kind of finishing up taking off the window masks, before I took off the inside window mask, I just put a layer of masking tape across, and I had some PS45, some translucent purple, so I don't know if you'll see it here, but I kind of added a sun visor into the window, so makes it look a bit more scale. I love watching Hemistorm videos and stuff. Well, the guys, what Chris does is amazing, so he always says kind of take your time, think about it. And also another tip from Chris is when you're cutting the film on the outside for your windows, is just to, you know, make sure you leave that strip for the rubber around the windows and mask that extra on the inside, so that when you cover the black through, you get that window seal, and it just adds another scale dimension that you don't ever get. I don't want to use stickers, and it just looks so much more realistic. So scale basher, I think it came out really, really well. I also had a Castle censored system for this, so 2200 kV, so should rip, but I'm making this video now before it gets its first run, because this is the cleanest it's ever going to look. I think system, it's Mamba X, 6S capable, but I think 4S is going to be plenty on this, probably 3S anyway. But really good fun, even just fitting the electronics, really high quality components. If you watch any of the build videos, like I said, Discipline RC did a great build video on it. Really, really satisfying, really high quality parts, and really durable. You can see aluminium where it really needs to be, servo arm all throughout the chassis. So yeah, I'll drop some videos, some pictures and photos of the different stages for the body. And yeah, hopefully this helps anybody that wants to do a patina effect, you know, on a basher body. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and yeah, have fun with your scale basher.